add 4 eggs, and then you complete up to 600 grams with milk. 600 grams total liquid. Now 1 kilo of La Rosa flour. Now you have to add salt, sugar and yeast. 16 grams of salt. Add the salt on one side. $60 grams of sugar, add it on the other side. 30 grams of yeast, and put it right back in its plastic bag and then in the fridge. The yeast won't be good after 15 days in the fridge. Add the yeast. And then put everything ready to be stirred, knead. Take the hook, put it in place, lift, and put on speed 1 until everything is lifting off the bowl. In the meantime, you can prepare your butter. We need 200 grams of soft butter. Okay, it can be stopped at that stage. We need to add the butter, but I still haven't finished. So 200 grams of butter. If it's not soft enough, just soften it with the pin roll. And add the butter in small pieces while on speed 2. Mind your fingers and your hand. So I'm still on speed 2 here. Make sure the butter is going to be incorporated, fully incorporated to the dough. If it's not, then take the plastic thing, stop the machine, down, and you can go, if it's not easy, you can just go with your hands. That'll do. Up and now on speed 4. So it's on speed 4 until the dough is not sticking anymore to the bowl. Could take 10 to 15 minutes. Beware, when the dough is not going to stick anymore to the dough, the machine, the KitchenAid will move. So you want to be here to look at it so that the machine is not falling down. It's almost there. You may want to scrape a little bit the dough on the sides. And back to 4 to finish. Almost finished. The machine is moving a lot. Soon. Okay. Doesn't stick to the finger. Need just a little bit of flour. Take a plastic bowl and make sure it is very dry. Then use the plastic tool to get it out of the bowl. Put a little bit of flour on your hands. Make a nice round bowl and put it in the plastic bowl. Then cover the dough with a plastic. Let it rest outside for 15 to 30 minutes depending on the weather and the temperature. Then when you're done, you go and clean the bowl and the hook right away, because it's much easier to clean it when it's still a bit wet than when it is dry. Waiting, or make some dough for the apple pie. Okay. After 15-20 minutes here, and find a place in the fridge if you're not too drunk after the beer. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that'll do. And leave it here for 20 or 30 minutes. Okay, 20 minutes after, take the dough out of the fridge. Put a little bit of flour on the table. Prepare as well a corner with a bit of flour to put the small balls we're going to cut in the dough. Not too much. Take off the plastic. Bit of flour on the plastic tool. The dough on the table. So you want to leave this on the table, the soft side, the nice side. Cut it in 4. You can put a little bit of flour on your finger. Weigh the dough. You leave the nice side on the back. And 480, that's cool. $4.84, that's cool. 516, that's a bit too much, I guess. Yes. $4.73, that's okay, and this one must be around $4.70, perfect. Then you make a ball, you roll it a little bit. With 2 hands it's easier. Once you have rolled it, you flatten it a little bit to give it the shape, the future shape of the bread, and you let it rest on the side for 10-15 minutes. You put them to rest with the key on the table, and you cover them as well with the plastic so that they don't dry too much. And we are back in 10 minutes, also 10-15 minutes. I think you want to put 500 grams of dough for this tray. Here I have 425, it's a bit light. Okay, after the pie, time to finish the bread. we need a bit of flour, not too much. Then you flatten the little thing with your palm. You don't flatten it too much, you want to leave a little bit of gas in it. Then you roll it, you push, then you roll it the other way as well, and then gently you give it the shape of the bread. It's easier with two hands. You have to prepare a tray, so the big one is fine. Put some parchment paper in it. Up. Then you roll the bread. Don't roll it too much, and then you want to put it on the tray with this sitting on the tray. You flatten it just a little bit, gently. Off you go. You can put 4 on the tray. Okay, we have them, sorry. Then you need a plastic, a big one. Please do not take the plastic bags for the bin. They contain pesticide and all that stuff. So in case you don't have any more plastic, well, too bad. Leave them alone, but watch out for the air. Okay, and now we let them rest for, rise for 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, depending on how warm it is inside the kitchen. You can let them rest on top of the fridge, it's a good place. On top of the freezer, it's a good place as well, if there is not too much wind, too much air. This one is not too bad as well. So, 200 grams of milk, 2 eggs, and 100 grams of sugar. That makes 400 grams of liquid in the end. Make sure to stir everything well so that the sugar doesn't stay while the sugar is dissolved. Temperature of the oven needs to be at maximum in here, which is maximum, and it will be around 200 Celsius here.